Oliver, your shift was over hours ago. Go home. Rest. There is always tomorrow.
And we are back with Bad Summer. There's more to it, and we must investigate. Are you ready, Kelly?
Yep.
Rest? Someone is behind these brutal murders, and I'll uncover the truth, even if it kills me.
Day 2, Oliver's office at 6:25 a.m. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save right here.
Okay.
I think I quick saved. There we go. The stale air of my office hung heavy, thick with the scent of old paper and the ghost of 1,000 unanswered questions. Files overflowed from every surface, a chaotic landscape of witness statements, manila folders, and dead-end leads. The Bear Ridge Ripper. The name itself was a brand seared into my mind, a constant burning reminder of my own inadequacy, my inability to crack this case, to piece it all together. I ran a hand through my already disheveled hair, the rough paper of a transcript grating against my skin. Another interview, another victim's family member, their grief a palpable weight that settled on my chest. I listened to so many of these recordings, each one a variation on the same horrifying theme. The Ripper's brutality, the inexplicable nature of the attacks, the lack of any discernible pattern. What am I missing? Why doesn't any of it make sense? The files mocked me, each one a testament to my limitations. I, Oliver Smith, the man who prided himself on his ability to solve the unsolvable, was staring into an abyss, and the abyss was staring back. I reached for the bottle of scotch in my bottom drawer. It's 6:25 a.m., dude! The amber liquid, a temporary solace. One sip, then another. It dulled the edges of the frustration, the gnawing sense of failure. It didn't provide any answers. It never did. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't drown in my own despair. I had to keep digging, keep searching. The victims deserved justice. Their families deserved closure. And I needed to know. I needed to understand. Even if the truth shattered everything I thought I knew. There it was again, watching, waiting, whispering obscenities. I felt its menacing presence all around me. Shadows clawed relentlessly at the corners of my weary mind. Another PA announcement blurted from the speaker. Don't look, pretend it wasn't there. No sudden movements, don't run, don't speak, do not approach. But deep down there was a gnawing curiosity, a dark urge to stare into the abyss, to experience and indulge in all the horrible depravity it had to offer. Don't listen to it! Who was it that gazed so intently from the abyss? Why did it have such a fascination with the likes of me, a simple mortal with a mundane desk job? Was I special, or could this be all some sick illusion? Okay, are we gonna stare, or are we gonna look away?
We're gonna die if we look into it, so... Or we could learn something new. So... I think it's your turn.
I don't know, I'm kind of thinking look away. I'm not ready to die yet. Hi, Matthew, are you joining us?
I am. I didn't realize you were continuing the dating simulator game. Yay! Oh, is this your new contestant?
Yes, we were told to not look at her.
Well, it doesn't make for a very good relationship if you don't look at her, so I think you should stare.
But we might die.
Perils of being in a relationship. Everything has a risk there.
Well, we have one look away and one stare, so Kelly, what are you voting for?
I say let... why did me? Look away. I feel like we're gonna die if we do.
So very quickly, I really have... how far are we into the game so far?
We just barely started back up.
Oh, excellent. So you came right... Is this directly a direct continuation from last time?
Yes.
I wasn't here last time, but I saw the video.
Yep. This is literally, we just started our day. We had our 6 a.m. sip of scotch.
Is this...
We don't think this is an illusion.
I should have rewatched the video, but if I recall, wasn't there... I thought this person came in And they gave a list of instructions on what to do.
Including not to look at it.
And if you disobeyed, then it was going to end up in a lot of gore.
Yes.
Which
is why we're saying look away.
But is this the same creature?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how much do we trust the warning system? Maybe the warning system's
it can't
blind.
grade properly, so...
Well, I guess we're about to find out if we look away.
Alright. You might be missing something awesome.
Reason screamed in protest, every instinct urging self-preservation. Let me turn down the music volume. I'm sorry, it is so loud.
Yeah.
Okay. I can actually hear now. Is that better for you guys too?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm not yelling at you guys. I can actually just talk.
You don't want to yell?
I was yelling earlier. Reason screamed in protest, every instinct urging self-preservation. In a vain attempt at normalcy, I turned my attention to the files scattered across my desk. The heat of the creature's stare pierced my soul. How much longer could I keep up this foolish game of pretend? It was there demanding attention, demanding to be seen.
Now, to be fair, if I recall the video correctly, it was there the majority of your shift.
It was.
Just in the back. It was just there in the background. So.
Yep, it was very interested in me.
Yep.
Giving into the urge, I locked eyes with the shadowy intruder by the door.
I
I failed! The moment our gaze met, it was as if a switch had been flipped. The office was tossed into the void, the files and photos fading into meaningless blurs. I was no longer in control. I was pulled, dragged into the creature's penetrating crimson gaze, held captive by an unseen force. Oliver, we told you what to do. A strange energy coursed through my veins, a sensation both terrifying and intoxicating.
I don't know if this is the type of relationship you want.
I didn't think so, but you're the one who told me. My heart pounded in my chest, a frantic drumbeat against the silence of my mind. I couldn't look away.
I thought it was something a little more consensual.
Then, a burning sensation erupted behind my eyes, a searing, agonizing pain that intensified with every passing second. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips.
It took your eyes.
Oh, are we going to resist or are we going to give in?
Defiant.
Yep. Whoever this is, they have to respect the no. Like,
no. Death would not take me yet. In a desperate effort.
I'm not worried about death taking you. I'm worried about this creature taking you.
In a desperate effort to regain control, I shuddered, every fiber of my being fighting against the sudden paralysis that gripped me. The creature's eyes narrowed in challenge. Oh boy, we just presented a challenge. It was a battle of will, a competition of mental fortitude. In that moment, my purpose had never been more clear. Oh, Q! I got an A! I wasn't expecting that! I barreled through the staircase exit at the end of the hall and arrived somewhere else. Somewhere unfamiliar.
So you just ran past it and it'll let you go?
There's a kitty cat! Fluorescent lights flickered overhead, casting long, unsettling shadows across the endless expanse of concrete floor. Is this concrete floor? The air was thick with a musty, almost nauseating odor, a strange mix of dust and something vaguely metallic. There were no windows, only the monotonous hum of the lights and the occasional unsettling creak from the walls. It was a labyrinth of identical hallways and doors. A maze. A place between places that felt very wrong. Are we in the back rooms now? Impossible. I tried to turn back, but the door wouldn't budge. Great. I was trapped in here. Can you just imagine the ghost lady on the other side forcing the door closed so I can't get out?
I can, yeah.
At least I was alone, no shadow abominations chasing after me. I wasn't sure which was more unsettling, the isolation or the threat of monsters lurking just beyond the door behind me. I must press forward.
Bloody hell.
Day 1, hiking trail at 12:01 p.m. So we're just gonna leave poor Oliver We finally arrived. The double doors of the bus slid open, revealing the golden light of a warm summer afternoon. My bulky pack and guitar strapped to my shoulders, I rushed through the aisle toward the exit, eager to feel the pleasant open air on my skin. I'm going to do a quick save. I didn't realize how much I missed the outside world until my feet landed in the dewy grass. The earthy scent of the woods carried in the breeze, the surrounding trees tall enough to brush the sky. Birds called and squirrels chattered. Bright berry bushes and thick brambles lined the lonely road. I smiled. The ticking tap of a woodpecker above captured my attention. It was pretty here, and not nearly as foreboding with my coworkers nearby. I liked it here. We're gonna ignore the skull on the bus stop sign.
Honestly, graffiti, I would say that's something to ignore.
Maybe Camp Bear Ridge wasn't as bad as I originally thought. It just took some getting used to. I stood at the edge of the rock-strewn road, admiring the scenery and sunny tranquility of the forest. I barely registered my coworkers, completely absorbed in the sights and sounds around me. The forest was alive, vibrant, and teeming with a kind of energy I'd never experienced in the city. It was a far cry from the concrete jungle I was used to, with its constant noise and suffocating crowds. Here, I could finally breathe. Jake appeared beside me, fiddling with his marker. Hi, Jake. He tossed it into the air and caught it with deft fingers, a small, almost restless flick of the wrist. His crystal blue eyes held a dullness, a lack of interest.
Lame.
Well, this is boring.
My gaze lingered on him for a moment longer than I should have, a blush creeping up my neck.
None of that here.
I thought you acknowledged at the beginning this was a dating sim, or are you just saying that she can't give in too early?
Well, I mean, if we're going to break... So I will just say that the guy at the beginning, he seems capable, a capable person. He fully acknowledges that this is a horror game, and so with that, he's going into a relationship eyes wide open. She, however, is going to eyes closed. She is ignorant. She has not realized the dangers here, and therefore going into any sort of romance is a terrible idea until she acknowledges the danger. After that, then, it's still a stupid idea, but I'm more open to the idea.
I realized I forgot Craig.
Hi,
Okay.
Craig. You missed it. You missed an epic chase scene with the monster, Craig, and we nearly died, and then we got sent to the backrooms.
Yes.
Probably.
I quickly looked away, focusing on the path ahead, and tucked a stray strand of hair behind my ear. It was a nervous habit I developed on the bus. Only on the bus? My skin tingling with goosebumps whenever he was near. My heart did a little dance at the thought of spending more time with him. Hopefully we can make our way to camp soon. I'm excited to see it in person. Jake didn't respond. His gaze instead had drifted down to his drawing on my arm. He stepped closer to me, so close I could smell his marker on his skin. He angled his head, curious, before gently lifting my wrist.
Let's see how my girl's holding it.
My cheeks burned from his words. How does he have the courage to say such things without getting embarrassed? His confidence seemed to know no bounds. His thumb brushed under my arm as he tilted it into the light. The bunny was still there, bold black lines stretching across my skin. One ear arched cleanly while the other was a little shorter, the line jagged where the bus had jolted and thrown off his hand. He tried to fix it, but the correction only made it look more curious. Quirky, but not in a bad way.
You're not kind of perfect, huh?
She's a little lopsided.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? Let's do playful.
Sarah, I'm sorry to tell you, you're gonna die. Your character is doomed.
Yeah, that's how come it depends on who I choose to help keep me alive. Apparently we chose him.
I don't see him as being your savior, but I could be wrong. He could have.
He has a switchblade.
Don't worry about it. It's totally...
And he clearly knows nothing about the forest. This guy, I don't know. What's a horror movie tropes? I don't know enough horror movie tropes. Who's the first to die?
Me.
You're the main character. You're not going to die till near the end.
That's true. So it's going to be one of the other girls, but not the other girl, so it's gonna be the gypsy girl.
Oh.
Not the gypsy girl. The fortune teller girl.
Yeah, probably her.
The mystical girl. There we go.
It could be like it's. I was trying to decide if the outdoorsy girl. I do think she would have been the best person to actually stick around with.
Well,
because,
that's what we thought,
she,
but then we were all goo goo eyes at her.
I know it seems that you're gonna be that no matter what. Which is just gonna be awkward, but by all means, let's see what your flirting game, Sarah.
Well, I was gonna do my playful tease and not the bold flirt, so I guess my flirting game is not up to par.
Both of them are levels of flirting.
I know.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe I should have asked for a refund.
That's not a soft laugh, I say.
Okay, it wasn't that funny. Jake let out a soft laugh, still studying the lines on my arm.
Harsh. I don't usually get complaints from my clients.
First time for everything.
Alright then, next one's free.
Score.
Only if you promise to sit still this time.
I tried to
No
hold his
problem.
gaze, but it was harder than I expected. I pulled my arm back from his grasp and cleared my throat. Is that a tree over there? Wow, girl.
Let me see.
Smooth.
Maybe.
Real smooth. My face flushed hotter at his slow, knowing smile. I can't believe I just said that. There's trees everywhere, genius. We're surrounded by woods.
Congrats. But it is a true statement.
The blonde let out a loud, exaggerated sigh. She spun on a heel and faced us, boldly tossing her perfect hair over her shoulders. Okay, people, since Ian is late, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. It's time for introductions. We couldn't have done that on the bus?
Hi, I'm Summer.
The head counselor. In other words, your boss.
Hey, boss.
An awkward silence filled the air. A mocking snort followed soon after, probably from one of the boys behind me.
One of them, there's only one.
There's two boys. Summer ignored it. After a long moment of uncomfortable quiet, I spoke up to introduce myself.
I'm Jenny. Hey.
And I'm Candace, but everyone calls me Candy.
I'm Jake.
So,
Before the last guy got a chance to speak, Candy stepped forward, her voice booming. He's Antonio!
Excuse me, I can speak for myself.
I'm Andre.
Andre, not Antonio.
Awkward. Candy visibly deflated, shrinking back into her original spot. Awkward. Summer cleared her throat, glancing at her phone. I have no service. I can't get in contact with Ian. He's never late like this. This is so weird. I called him earlier and he answered, but it didn't seem like he wanted to be bothered. He hung up on me. He was really rude about it, too. Summer pressed her lips into a fine line, her arms crossed over her chest. Well, that doesn't sound like Ian at all. He's nice to everybody. Don't got a single rude bone in his body.
isn't Mr. Matthews too old for you?
Summer's brows shot up. Excuse me?
You talk about him like you're,
A wry smile pulled out the corner of Jake's lips, his gaze sparkling with amusement. Summer scoffed, a vein ticked in her forehead. Like I'm what? Use your words.
Oh, well,
Does she? Nope, she doesn't. And nor does she care. So why don't you do us all a favor and shut the heck up? Acting like he didn't hear a thing, Jake continued on. Jake, you're just digging
Boy.
yourself into a grave here.
He knows it.
Oh, she definitely knows. Don't worry, Princess. Your secret's safe with me. Scout's honor.
I bet you weren't even a scout. Chink winked, and with a lopsided grin, he performed a mock salute. Summer rolled her eyes and took a slow, deliberate breath. Candy leaned in slightly, her tone dropping to a whisper. getting a strong reading there's a smackdown in his future.
Whatever.
For one, I highly doubt you were a Boy Scout. And two, call me Princess again and I'll kick your teeth in. Are we clear, Princess?
Never been called princess before. I think I like it.
You would. Now answer the question. Are we clear?
Crystal.
He laughed and gave a mock bow, twirling his marker as he did so.
Oh, don't mind me. No, never does. I never know what I'm talking about anyway.
His grin was easy, filled with boyish charm. The glint in his eye hinted at something deeper, darker. It almost felt sad. His words, "Don't mind me, no one ever does." Candy grinned, entertained by this strange conversation. If you want, do you want to do Candy? Kelly?
Sure. Wow, this is getting juicy.
Is it? I'm with Andre.
Andre scratched at his jaw, his brow furrowed. He looked hopelessly confused. Another awkward silence swept over the group. Summer cleared her throat and waved a dismissive hand in Jake's direction. Anyway, as head counselor and second in command, I say we keep our butts right here and wait for Ian to show up.
Why? Can't we just hike to camp from here?
Don't think so.
It's too long of a walk, especially in this heat. What if one of you pass out from heat stroke? I'm not taking responsibility for that.
Nah.
It's actually a valid concern, so I'm not staying here. Andre, you be quiet.
What? Oh, no, you don't, mister. Andre turned, taking off for the hiking trail without looking back. Wow.
Bye, Andre.
His confident stride swayed most of the group in an instant.
Hey, wait up! I'm coming too.
Candy and Jake rushed off after him. I passed Summer a sheepish smile, and followed behind them.
But we don't even get a choice.
It was always best to stick with the group, right?
False.
Darn it. Fine, wait for me. You don't know where you're going.
Okay, now I feel better.
Summer
Always
kept...
stick with the person who knows what the heck they're doing.
Summer kept pace with us, refusing to be left behind. Somebody has to keep watch after y'all.
Thank you, Summer. We're very grateful.
The afternoon sun beat down through the canopy, dappling the hiking trail in shifting patterns of light and shadow. About 10 minutes into the hike, my steps started to drag, and before I knew it, my coworkers had left me in the dust.
Such loyalty.
They were further up the path, their voices echoing faintly through the trees. I lagged behind, utterly drained. Sweat plastered my dress to my back, a testament to the grueling trek with my pack and guitar. Each step on the uneven terrain was a victory against sheer exhaustion. Girl, it's only been 10 minutes. Maybe Summer had a point about the heat strokes. My head was pounding. A wave of dizziness washed over me. I could only imagine how much worse it could get if I didn't stop soon. Eventually, the fatigue won out. I veered off the trail and dropped onto a mossy fallen log. Stillness crept in, and I let my eyes slip shut, desperate for the spinning to stop.
You called them, girl. Like, shout out. Like, say, hey.
I'm waiting for a growl. When I opened them again, my coworkers were gone. The trail ahead was empty. Barren. All that remained were faded footsteps in the dirt. A
I'd
nod
also like to point out that that sign says, "For your safety, stay on the trail," and you very distinctly went off the trail.
That's what I was thinking. A knot of panic tightened in my stomach. Where did they go? I only stopped for a few minutes. They left me!
Yeah, you were aware of that. That's.
How could they leave me?
They weren't aware.
My breath hitched in my throat. I stood up, my heart pounding, half expecting them to jump out and yell, "Surprise!" But the woods remained silent, the only sound the rustling of leaves in the hot wind. Guys? Hello? I called out to them, my voice echoing hauntingly. No reply. They were gone. Spooked by the unsettling silence, I pressed forward along the path, searching frantically for any familiar faces.
So, being somebody who has actually been in this sort of situation, it is like moderately like, yeah, it is fairly
Unnerving.
daunting. All of a sudden, just be on your own.
I bet. And you're
In my
like,
case,
I don't
I
know
was-
where to go.
Well, yeah, in my case, I was climbing up a mountain, and so the direction was fairly easy. It was like you go up, eventually you reach top, but it was still there. I was just left behind. It was just like,
Oh gosh. Up ahead was a steep hill, and at the base, a signpost. I thrust my head forward, struggling to make out the words. Caution, beware of bears. You may be subject to dangerous encounters or possible attacks. Hike at your own risk. A cold
Yeah,
knot
according to that
formed in
sign.
my stomach.
caution, beware of man carrying sign.
It's true. A bear? Here? In the
No,
woods?
In Camp Bear Ridge? No.
I know, right? It says bear in the title. The sound of footsteps crunching over the dirt sent a shiver up my spine. I jumped, startled by the noise, but nothing was there. The woods went silent. Deathly still. Clouds choked the sun from the sky, plunging darkness over the earth. This is very unnerving. Oh gosh. A living shadow darted past me, unnaturally swift. My breath caught in my throat. I told you she's going to be the first to die. I wasn't alone. I stopped mid-stride, my gaze searching desperately for any signs of life. I spotted a dark beaten path just off the hiking trail. Something about it seemed off. Yeah, you probably don't want to go down it. Gnarled and twisted branches jutted out of the dirt like knives, a warning not to enter. A lashing wind sifted through the trees. The bushes rumbled and shook. I couldn't tell if it was just the wind or if someone or something was moving nearby.
It could be one of your coworkers.
I'm thinking back away.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Get back away.
Utterly repulsed and okay, we didn't say anything about being repulsed and stomach churning. I turned on a heel and ran away as fast as okay, I said back away, not run away.
No. I'm gonna hear you and bam.
Give her a foot and she takes a mile. Adrenaline spiked through my veins. I pushed through the burning of my lungs and soreness in my muscles, my luggage almost weightless as I scrambled away. A break in the trees up ahead. A river! We are so screwed. Water crashed and frothed below a wooden footbridge. The first hurried step on the plank seemed sturdy. The second step less so. The third step was dangerously wobbly. The fourth... That spelled wrong. The fourth plank gave out completely, snapping in two and falling into the depths of the stream. I stumbled, my foot caught in the gap. I couldn't move, captured and ensnared like a rat in a trap. No! My heartbeat raced, my breath bursting in and out. I couldn't swim, and even if I could, the current was too strong. Thoughts of being washed away by a river and drowning, consumed by nature's cruel tide, flashed through my mind. I can't die here! I can't die here! I'm thinking free yourself.
Yeah.
But you've already established that everybody else is left, so screaming for help ain't gonna do nothing.
I swallowed my fear. I buried it down into the depths of my stomach and locked away. Then I twisted around, grabbed my ankle, and pulled the hardest I could. A, W, D!
Fail.
My turn.
I'm sorry. My foot remained trapped as the bridge finally gave way. I plummeted into the rushing water, the world a chaos of churning currents and splintered wood. Just as I thought I was done for, strong hands grabbed me, hauling me back onto the bank. It was Jake.
I knew it.
Thank you! It was Jake dragging me back to the solid land. Day 2! It's 5:38 p.m. now. Oliver has been trapped in the back rooms for almost 12 hours. The darkness pressed in and swallowed me. I couldn't see a thing. A hint, remember this hallway? No!
No. Wait. Was that picture on the left always blurry?
I remember the apple, I remember that picture, and I remember the cat. I don't remember the blurry picture.
I don't remember either.
So
Yes.
maybe it
the
was.
hint itself was remember this hallway, like period, not a question. So it's like, so it's telling you something about this.
Remember. That is a good point. Remember this hallway. Okay, so there is a chair and a plant and
Yeah, that's
a
it.
door.
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness the lights are back on. Gosh, spoke too soon. I drew my flashlight from my belt. Just what I needed. Much better. I need to find a way out of this godforsaken place. Oh, okay, this is not, we're playing an anomaly game now. Yippee! Okay, this is not an anomaly. This door is normal. It's your regular standard door. Nothing special about it. Promise! This is an anomaly. It looks similar to the normal door, but there's key differences. The eyes behind it are glowing. The door is open. It should be closed. How to fix an anomaly. See something off? Left click and hold your mouse on the anomaly until it's gone. But be careful. If something is not an anomaly, best leave it alone or you may regret it.
So keep an eye out for glowing eyes.
Quick save.
Cat there. Wait, the
Well-
cat wasn't meant to be there.
Okay, I have to hold it for a really long time. That door. Ah! Close the door. Chair. Oh, I hear
We're supposed to count how many more
whispering.
doorways there were.
I don't remember the
No,
fifth floor.
That was not there. That was not there.
Well, it won't let me. Quit whispering at me. This makes it worse. Okay, are we good?
Can you hold it?
Plant, chair, everything's good. Door closed. Yep. Charge.
Charge! Are you sure you want to take the elevator? You may have missed something on this floor.
I would save and then do it.
Yes, take the risk. Is that a good? I think that's a good. Which floor are we going to now? How many floors of anomalies are we going through?
Well, I imagine we're going to the first floor, so.
Fourth floor. Okay, so if they all look the same. The hole is still there.
We're supposed to count how many hallways, like doorway things
I
were
sure
until
hope
the
not.
elevator.
I hear the whisperings again.
You look on the ground. I think okay.
Doors
Sorry, I thought I
open.
saw an plant or something.
Plant.
Wait.
Chair.
The plant's an odd color.
You think it's off? I think it looks okay.
I think it looks okay.
Should we run to the exit?
Yeah, so.
Yep.
But will it let you know? Will you know the consequences before the time is up?
Oh gosh, can you imagine me doing all these quick saves and it was all at the end? What happened? No! Go away. Shoo shoo.
I think this is the consequence.
Okay.
I think that was the consequence.
Yep.
Okay.
It was
Okay,
the,
so
it was the
was
plant.
plant.
Hi. Yeah, the plant was blue instead of green.
I really
So-
don't see a difference in the color.
Really?
I see it. I see
Just
it.
try it. Just try it.
There's so many things wrong with this hallway. Are we back on the fifth floor? Fifth floor. This chair is the wrong color.
Yeah, change it. I think I see a crack in it anyway.
Oh, okay, it wasn't the wrong color, it's just that. Okay, so
was
are we
just
saying
the
the plant
crack.
is wrong?
I think so.
We'll try.
Maybe.
It looks the same. Okay, so it was more blue.
Ah.
Maybe.
No, it did change.
Okay, it did change, but I'm hoping. Okay, we literally fixed absolutely everything possible.
Okay, what's this?
Are your boots different? Did you look down and check your shoelaces?
Are your shoelaces untied? Can you run away from the ghost before she can get you? Leave?
The zombie.
Leave me alone! I don't think it was that color.
No, that's different. The plant
Yeah,
also
both-
is different. Maybe. Look back at it.
Like it's yellow instead of pink.
It's more gold.
Oh, hi there.
Yeah. Okay, look back at the plant after you do that.
Yeah, I'll look at the plant.
Is it the bluish or is it good? Okay, it was bluish.
Fourth floor,
Okay.
girl, cat. I think we literally changed everything again. Faster, elevator, faster, faster, faster. Okay. Stop it. How fast can he get to me, you think?
Hmm. 20 steps. That's good. 4.
My good little kitty who shouldn't belong here.
Out of the picture and chair. Look up. Yep. Good. I think we got it all.
Faster, elevator. Go faster, faster.
I like the music.
Probably one of those elevators that somebody puts their hand in and stops. And so I'm just imagining TV going like, hi.
I've said this before.
Second,
It's a red chair.
it's a very red chair.
Well, they just use different
I think
wood.
the plant is the bluish tint.
The door just opened.
Or hi, Luna.
For a second, I thought you were calling the ghost Luna.
Hi, Luna. How are you?
Oh, what a good girl you are.
Opening the door all by yourself. Wait, look at the plant. I think it's not good.
You think it's not good? Okay.
I think it has bluish tint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm really not good with colors, so doing that is so cruel to me.
I just got my eye exam today, so I perfectly see colors.
Okay, I think we're good. Yeah?
Looks good. Take rest, take rest.
Come on, faster. Go. Come on, faster. It kills me how slow it is.
Gotta add suspense.
So much suspense.
So much. Last one. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, that's good. But there's, yeah.
We're on the first floor. Where else are we going? The basement?
Front door.
Think we're good. That's good. Nothing else.
I made it back to my desk, yes! After what felt like an eternity, I made it out of the labyrinth. Somehow, impossibly, I was back in my office again. Everything felt normal. My surroundings made sense. This was the reality I remembered. Not whatever nightmare that was.
Oliver.
Hello? I jumped back violently, immediately reaching for the comforting weight of my gun. When the shadowy creature made no effort to attack, I hesitated. Those penetrating crimson eyes, once dreadfully intimidating, seemed docile now. Its body, which was nearly naked and unmistakably feminine, hovered above the ground with an unfathomable lightness, floating, weightless as a feather. This thing, she, was beyond my comprehension.
Look, if you're going to flirt with us, then we are currently on work hours right now, and we can talk about this after work. Okay?
Baffled, I stared in stunned silence, my brain struggling to make sense of it all. Don't be afraid. Her sultry, otherworldly voice was a soft, disarming whisper. I lowered my weapon, intrigued by the strange turn of events. This was not how I expected the end of my shift to go.
Do you not remember the time that she killed you?
She literally has spent all day wandering around the back rooms. She reached out to me, shadowy wisps circled around her slender fingers.
No, respect the no.
It was a surprisingly intimate gesture, a trap, maybe. Or perhaps an attempt to make a connection?
No, don't trap. It's a trap.
My hand twitched, the rational part of my brain screaming at the sheer insanity of the idea. Everything about this creature defied logic, defied everything I thought I knew about the world. And we're going to do a quick save. To touch her, it was like reaching into the unknown, a gamble with stakes I couldn't even begin to comprehend. She had every opportunity to kill me tonight, but she didn't. Yes, she did! She totally did! You just missed it! Was there a chance this being meant no harm?
Her face says otherwise.
I just saved, so we could totally touch her and see what happens.
I feel like the sensible, sensible idea would be not to touch her, but we can try to touch her.
I'm afraid to make her mad if I don't touch her.
At this point, we have to acknowledge we have broken every rule. We are currently staring at her in her eyes. We are dead meat. If there is no more sensible option. Our options are dead or dead. So
pretty much.
Yeah, let's do it.
Slowly, hesitantly, I extended my own hand. My palm felt clammy, my fingers trembling.
Psych! Kill.
The fluorescent lights of my office seemed to dim, the sounds of the city outside fading into a distant hum. It was as if the world was holding its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. The gap between us closed, her fingers, long and slender with nails like polished obsidian, brushed against my skin. A jolt of electricity shot up my arm, but it wasn't painful. It was strange. Midna? Sensations flooded my mind, images and emotions that weren't my own. She carried a sense of ancientness, of vastness, power that dwarfed anything I had ever encountered. And beneath it all, a profound loneliness. Yeah, I mean, if no one's gonna look at you, I would be pretty lonely too. You, the protector of the weak and downtrodden. You help people, you save them. I've watched you. Yeah, I see you. I swallowed deeply, struggling to find my voice.
You've been watching me. Why?
Watching you is fascinating. You intrigue me. You are different from the others.
'Cause I have empathy? Yes. You care. You. Help.
It is my job to help, yes. Is that why you watch me? Do you need my help too?
She didn't answer, but her pleading eyes said it all.
What are
pleading
you,
eyes look
really?
like?
You don't seem like an abnormal. A monster would have killed me by now.
You seek the truth. I can tell you. But it requires payment.
Oh, we don't need that. We have instructional videos.
Instructional videos that sucked.
What kind of payment?
A kiss.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No. As we said before, we are currently on work hours, and we're not allowed to.
It says in the manual that we're specifically not allowed to kiss people while on duty.
Yep. Talk to us after work. We can go to a cafe, and we can purchase something. We can go on a date. I can. We don't have to jump straight to the kiss, okay?
No kisses on the first date. A soft sigh escaped her lips, her gaze searching mine with an intensity that made my heart race. The air between us was thick with unspoken words. A kiss in exchange for knowledge? I couldn't even imagine the secrets she kept close to her chest. If there was a chance to know... Quick save. I gave in. Oh, I don't even get to choose. Hesitantly giving her shadowy cheek a tentative kiss, a small peck.
Kiss me like you mean it.
No, kiss me like you mean it. I felt an invisible pull, a force drawing me closer to her, bridging the impossible gap between our worlds. Her fingers tightened around mine, the coldness of her touch sending another jolt through my arm. This time it wasn't jarring, it was comforting, familiar even. Her face was inches from mine, her crimson eyes pools of ancient wisdom and vulnerability. I could see the intricate patterns etched into her skin, swirling lines that seemed to shift and change with unnatural motion. My lips met hers with a tenderness that surprised me. Cover your eyes, Kelly! Cover your eyes! It was a kiss unlike anything I had ever experienced. I deepened the kiss. Blah, blah, blah. They kissed a lot, and then they felt irrevocably changed. The world around me seemed...
Now your soul belongs to her.
Yeah, right?
Goodbye, Sarah.
The world around me seemed sharper, more vibrant, imbued with a sense of magic I never thought possible. In her eyes, I saw not a monster, but a kindred spirit. She was a being of immense power and loneliness, reaching out for connection in a universe that had cast her adrift. Then, as abruptly as she had appeared, she was gone.
Bloody hell.
Wow, look at those eyes. He's so surprised.